Greetings, this is Lefty Chris, and this is the finale of the GoPlugin Node using Vultr and Script. This is part 6, how to create a client contract and request for a data to write onto smart contract. If you've made it through the first 5 parts, congrats, we're almost done. We're at the end of the tunnel. I know that this is a tedious node, but we are literally right at the finish line. So before we begin, make sure that you have the Medium article by plugin open, and then we're going to scroll all the way down until you get to client contract. We're going to go ahead and copy this whole entire line here, and then we're going to go back to our either remix or ETH remix, and then we're going to go to file explorers. We're going to click on contracts and then click create new file. We can name this file dummythit.sol. Press enter, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to paste everything that we've copied. And so you should have 51 lines. Just to make it clean, at the end of line 4 I'm going to press enter, and so now we have 52 lines. And so the first thing you'll want to make sure you do is you want to change the Oracle line 22, as well as line 23, the job ID. And so first, let's go back to our transaction from the previous video. You have the explorer.zenfin.network. We want to copy this contract where it says 2. We want to copy this again. So first, let's make sure that we have this copied, and then we go back to the remix at Oracle. We're going to go ahead and paste, and then we're going to delete the XDC and type 0x, and then for job ID we need to go back to our node. And so in the previous version we had created a job. We're going to go ahead and click on our job that we made, and then we're going to click on definition, and then we're going to scroll down to job spec ID. We're going to copy all of that, and then we're going to go back to the remix. We're going to paste here, and just to be safe we can make sure line it up. Okay, looks good. And so now let's go ahead and go to Solidity compiler, click on it, make sure that you're at 0.4.24, and then click compile dummythit.sol. And you're going to get some errors, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and get to the next part, which is deploy and run transactions. You'll want to make sure that you're still in injected Web3 with custom 50 network under it, and you can see that you're still in your XDC Pay wallet address. We're going to go ahead and copy the smart contract address once more, and then we're going to go back to our remix. We're going to paste this once again, and then we're going to delete the XDC, type in 0x, and then we're going to click deploy, click submit, and now we should see alarm clock sample at some address. We want to go ahead and copy this value here, and then we're going to go back to our XDC Pay wallet. We're going to go ahead and send supply to this address. Type 0.3. That's really all you need. Do not try to send anything less. Click next. Click submit. Now we're going to go ahead and click on the arrow here. Request alarm clock. Type in 2 and then click request alarm clock. Click submit, and we're going to actually expand this a little bit, and boom, we have a check mark here. Let's go back to the node and see what happened. Alright, look, we have clicked on our job 12 minutes ago, and we click on runs and create it just now, and now we have pending outgoing confirmations. We need to wait until this says completed. Sometimes it takes a little minute, but the fact you even got this far suggests that you've done everything properly. If you got this far, one thing you can also check too is if you go back to the remix, go to alarm done and click on it, and if bool is true, then congrats, you've done everything right, and all you need to do is just wait. That's literally all you have to do. Wait and just go from there. Some individuals have had to wait for a few hours, some have had to wait for a few days. After this step, if everything is all well with your node, you will be able to stake. I hope this 6-part series helped everybody that is interested in creating this GoPlugin node. I know that a lot of individuals have had some issues with both the script version as well as the Docker version. I have attempted the Docker version and I'm not a fan. I do not like it. It seems to be much harder, but that's just my opinion. You might see that to be easier, so it really just depends, and it's up to you. Now, we used Vultr to make this node. If you use Contabo, there are a few things that you want to keep in mind. One of the things that you want to make sure that you keep in mind is there's no Git when you're in your VPS when you first start. So the part 1, there's no Git, so you'll need to use sudo apt install git. This is for Contabo only. So it seems that each VPS has their own little unique twist to them, but once you're past part 1, everything seems to be the same. So with that being said, congratulations if you've gotten your node running. I hope that everyone is successful, and I hope you all have an amazing day.